Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a 1 vs 1 League of Legends cast. Today, ThaggleS going to be taking on CasualGuy here in a one-on-one solo mid. We are going to be using the modified solo mid rules of First Blood or First Tower, and that will be GG. So we're not going to be paying attention to creep kills at all. By any means. So, with that being said, I am the FourCourtJester, League of Legends up-and-coming commentator that I'd like to think has a good shot at a lot of this stuff. And Thaggle here, he has asked me to cast the game. They are doing, they're not exactly doing the mirror match setup, but at the same time, I mean, practice is practice, right? So it could be very useful in future 1 vs 1 tournaments. Let's go over a little bit here of the hero. We do have Thaggle playing Swain. Swain is the Master Technician, and that is a very creepy old man dance. Let's zoom in on that. Yep. So Thaggle here, the Master Technician, he has his trusty bird with him at all times, as well as the cane, and his passive the passive skill that he has is called Carrion Renewal, and it's a mana regeneration tool. You kill a creep, you get 10 mana. Fairly easy stuff to do. That's going to scale upwards with your level. He has taken Adorn's Ring to start, so a little extra hit points, the ability power, and the mana. Everything he does here is going to go off that ability power. Now, we only get 15 ability power out of Adorn's Ring, and we do have 16 ability power on the Swain, so most likely he's put at least enough points into his masteries that he has 3 out of 3 for the AP scaling item in the offensive tree. Most likely he's also taken all the way up to the 15% magic penetration, whose name escapes me right now. But we're probably going to see a lot of damage coming out of him. Other skills that you're going to be seeing here on Swain, Decrepify, and that's going to be when he sets his bird. His bird basically just pukes all over an enemy. It's called a laser bird. It actually looks pretty cool. And that's going to do some slowing damage as well as slowing plus damage. That's what it's going to be doing. The Nevermore is going to be the claws that come out of the ground, and that's going to be an immobilize that he's going to be using. And the big one here is the Torment. Every time you use Torment here with Swain, that's going to increase all your damage that you do to enemies, including summoner spells, which is the big one. Now, with that being said, knowing this, Swain has taken himself Teleport and Ignite. Right, almost called that wrong. Yeah, Teleport and Ignite. Actually, Scion has taken that as well. But Ignite, when you toggle your Torment, Ignite will actually do increased damage on any enemy with Torment on it. That's the big key here. You can also use that for Smite, for jungling. Not that anyone really jungles this Swain, it's just merely examples here. The big ultimate here coming out of Swain will be the Ravenous Flock, and that's when he turns himself into a giant bird, and he sends out 3 ravens to damage and bring health back to him, to his enemies. So there's the little laser bird. It kind of looks a little funky. And that will be a Swain. Now, against this Scion here, Scion, he also has himself Adorn's Ring, but he has 41 ability power right off the bat. Only 15 of that is going to be coming out of his ring, so that means he has, what, 26 ability power saved up within him. Most likely the 1 is coming out of his AP scaling one. Actually, he's level 3, so might be a little bit more. But definitely going with a lot of ability power there in his talents. Other things to note, he has 6 extra armor and 13 extra magic resist, so between runes and masteries, likely, again, he's also gone down that defensive tree, at least to that. I mean, Swain, he doesn't have anything extra at this point, but Scion is definitely looking a little tanky, has more hit points, more ability power, more armor, and more magic resist than Swain, so Swain's going to have to be very careful here on whatever he wants to do up against CasualGuy here. Now, CasualGuy with a Scion, I mean, this is fairly common stuff for a Scion, but you throw out your stun and you throw up your, basically, it's big red shield. It looks like that. It explodes. You can explode it after 4 seconds, or you can just let the timer run down. It also acts as a shield. It'll absorb damage for you. So, but if it absorbs too much, the shield is going to pop, and you're not going to be able to explode it for damage. So, kind of got to worry a little bit of when is good. But pop your shield, and then throw out, I think it's a Frightening Gaze or a Death-Defying Gaze or whatever the stun is called. Run up to your enemy, hit him maybe once with your big glowing red hammer, and then from there just explode the shield. Do that enough times, you'll probably going to see it right here. So we do see the stun go down. Boom! Down goes the shield on top of Thaggle. Nothing he can do about it except pop his health potion and wish that that hadn't happened. So it is kind of a very interesting lineup right now. Level 5, they are both just hit, just harass going down at this time. This creep skills are very, very similar, 15 to 17 at this time. No clear indicator of who's going to win. Now, other things to note in this game, they have both taken teleport. Now, when they both take teleport at this time, the rules are first blood or first tower. If either person has to go back to town, obviously the first blood didn't occur, but that it will now be a free farming lane for your opponent, and we do not like that at all. So, no free farming means the only way to do it is to get back to your lane as quick as possible. You could theoretically do it with Ghost, but teleport is just so much quicker. And so that is the mentality behind that, because it is a one-on-one. Do not be fooled. There are 4 people in the game. That's simply for balancing purposes, and of course, I'm on the mic. So do not get any kind of wrong ideas there. So right now, we do have the Nevermore going down, trying to encapsulate Scion in that. We do have level 6 coming out here for Thaggle. Very, very early. CasualGuy did not get level 6. There we go. Level 6 now. Could have been the difference in the creeps, but this kind of leads me to believe that Thaggle might have actually put a few points in the increased experience gain from the utility tree, because he did pop that, a good 10 seconds before the level 6 came out here for Scion. Now, we did have a lot of damage going down. You did see the ignite going down on Scion as well, but he's just going to be coming right back up there. Out goes the stun. Simply a harassment purpose at this point. He did not have himself a red shield ready at all. And now we're just going to go back to kind of farming the lane, so to speak. It would be very interesting if Riot came out with a 1 versus 1 rule set, official rule set where it's just like, a big line for a map. I've just been playing the 3v3 recently. That is a very small map, I'll tell you that. But it also, leads to, a very unique tile set. It could also lead to very unique lanes. Could be very, very easy to bring out a 1 versus 1, kind of like what we're doing here with the practice, kind of like what Solo Mid is doing, hosting their own 1 versus 1 tournament with their own rule set. But I think that would just be interesting at this point. It does seem to be kind of the flavor of the month. A lot of people interested in this stuff. So Thaggle, you might be wondering, why is he spamming out that Nevermore? Why is he spamming out, getting rid of his mana, so to speak? But every time he kills a creep, of course, he is going to be regaining his mana. He's up to 16 mana regained. So every level adds 1 extra mana regained. So at the end of everything, we should see 27 mana regen for every creep you kill. That's a lot of mana. Plus, of course, we do have the Dorans. Out goes the Laserbird yet again, chasing off Sai. Could have been very, very bad there for Thaggle if Sion had landed a stun there to a shield. So there goes the shield. Let's find Death's Caress. That's the name of it. Enrage is the thing that makes the hammer glow red there again. We do have Ignite going out again, but that only furthers the ability power on this Sion. Sion is going to go back to town, but it does not look like Thaggle has any kind of plans to stop him at this point. No! It was a psych out! No, it wasn't. I think he just got nervous. But yeah, Sion, if he does go to town, he's trying so very hard to go to town right now, but it just does not seem like it's going to work. He's going to chase Swain a little bit here, going to go for the Laserbird. The Laserbird actually doing enough damage to get rid of the shield there from CasualGuy. So Sion really wants to go to town, but Swain is like, you know what? You can just stay right there. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back and forth. We are now hitting the 8-minute 50-second mark here in the game. And I don't know. This could take a while. Could take a while. They're both now level 8. I think they're level 8, yep. Both level 8. Oh, well, thank you, Ramichurika. Can't say your name at all. Yes, I did hit level 30 just today. Yep, congrats to me. CasualGuy is going to be taking a lot of damage here. We do have the Torment going down. The Nevermore is going to be rooting him in place, and that's going to be the first blood. Thaggle popping that ultimate, getting out those Ravens, and that's going to be enough. This is the big danger of Torment with the combination of Ignite. It is going to increase your damage, and I mean, he was level 8 at the time, so 50 plus 8 times, I think, 20, that's at least 200 damage, true damage, nonetheless, to go down right there. That would be the end of this, so Thaggle taking the win there. And that will be game. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. FourCourtJester signing out.